Seattle right now. Waiting for a Greyhound bus. Nate is arranging things for us. We have a cab called. We're gonna ride home on a Greyhound. All just to cap off what really was a great weekend. But until then, we are without a paddle in Seattle.
Assuming that it is in fact the one here that will deliver us to the Greyhound station, enabling us to further adventure down towards Portland, Oregon. Outside of the Greyhound station in Seattle. We've just acquired our boarding passes for our 6:45 train voyage bus thing over to, it's not a train, it's a bus, isn't it? For our bus voyage back to Portland. We've got a couple of hours to kill right now, so we'll be experimenting with various boredom inhibiting services and devices. Unfortunately, the lack of Wi-Fi is eliminating our ability to successfully accomplish the vast majority of our homework. So we are relegated to doing things like playing games on our cell phones and interpreting stupid things like generally ridiculous videos as we go on. As you can see here, we're standing on the corner of 8th Avenue and Stewart Street. Now Stewart, of course, is named after J.E.B. Stewart, the famous Confederate general, with a different spelling of his last name, so it's actually probably not that at all. It's probably named after an entirely different Stewart. This building over here is a building that we fondly decided to call the big blocky red thing with the pointy corners. And that one over there is the round one with the weird looking balconies, and that one's the thing with the Christmas tree on top. I don't think there's really anything else worth mentioning except that, ooh, there's a Starbucks down there. They probably have Wi-Fi. So we're gonna go back inside now. We're gonna get our cameras and we're gonna get our bags. And we're gonna wander over there and we're gonna see if we can acquire some form of internet service. Crikey. Alright, now what we're doing here is we're jaywalking across the street. What we've got Jake and David are also jaywalking, and there's a bus behind us and there's some people coming, but none of them are coming down the road right here. And we're on our way to the Starbucks, which you can see off in the corner there. It's a very...
I think I see it.
You think you see it, mate? This is a very key migratory pattern that we're going through here, the purpose of which is to provide ourselves not only with a greater level of comfort that can be found at the dirty, rotten Greyhound station, which was gross and smelled slightly like urine, but also to provide the potential for internet service as well as sustenance. Now, whether or not either of those options will be truly available and attainable at this location remains to be seen, and yet we're excited. Oh, look, I see it. We're excited at the possibility of something better. And here's a sketchy looking alleyway. Might be fun to skateboard down there. And the Hotel Max, which honestly sounds kind of like a porn club. Let's get a look at that over there. Yeah, with the yellow sign.
What's that, Nate, over there?
Oh wait, I see a forest with several dogs in it. They don't appear to be wild. Here we are at a UPS store. We're going to be making a left turn here into the Starbucks. It appears to be closed. You know what? I think we may be out of luck.
I mean,
to the Space Needle! To the Space Needle!
Wait, can you see it? There we are. There's the Space Needle.
Space Needle.
Continuing on over the street here, we're going to arrive at the Starbucks, which appears to be open, luckily for us.
Yeah, first tip of wilderness survival in Seattle. Whenever there's a Starbucks closed, just go to the next block. That one will be open.
For those of you who don't remember, Starbucks was in fact founded in Seattle, so there's a plethora of potential locations here.
Here we are entering the Starbucks. We're opening the door. Oh, look at it. It's wonderful.
Are you guys closed?
We got about
5 minutes.
We got about 5 minutes left.
Okay, cool. We've been been rousted from our temporary refuge in the Starbucks and are now voyaging on to attempt to find a better, more prosperous location where we may roost temporarily.
I see a wild pigeon ahead of us.
There's a wild pigeon further, and Jake has roasted it from its flight, and there it goes, ladies and gentlemen. So everyone say hi to John Hart McGraw.
Hi, John Hart.
And over there is the Rochester Big and Tall, which I'm guessing is a clothing and suit store for rather large gentlemen.
Big and tall are euphemisms for the heftier gentleman.
Entirely. We also have these very, very large pillars that look slightly like two phallic buildings. We've decided to call them Brokeback Towers. It's a colourful light. This is a natural phenomenon rarely seen by human eyes.
And there goes a wild skateboarder.
I really was slightly hoping you'd fall just then. Just because it would have been really funny.
We're now off.
He uses the skateboard to pick up chicks. Now the women see him wheeling along.
Westlake Mall thing over here.
Probably. We're going to go in and we're going to try and find another place to park ourselves for the next few hours.
Over here, if you look, you can see the Seattle.
Oh, there's Bartail Drugs where you can get all your drug needs taken care of.
I was referring to the monorail.
Oh, there's the monorail, yes.
It's like a rail, but it's only
Mono. It has mono. Don't go near it.
It's not a stereo rail, it's a monorail. I said, hey, look, there are some EMTs.
There's some wild EMTs.
Really wonderfully
Stampeding.
brilliant and stimulating breed of person. It's a breed known for their courage and decisiveness in times of action. Now what we're doing here is we're going up the elevator into
Escalator.
the escalator. Sorry, I forget about these English words. We're going up the escalator into the Westlake cafes, monorail shops, cafes, all sorts of things. We've got all kinds of food services here. This is an American mall. For those of you who aren't familiar with them, there's lots of shops and things in all sorts of areas. Right, well I've just procured here a little bit of what an American Chinese dish called orange chicken. I'm assuming it's an American Chinese dish because the Chinese don't use the word orange to describe any form of flavour or colour. What it is here is it's a chicken glazed in some form of orange soy-based sauce. I believe it's soy-based, that's an entirely conjecture. Along with steamed rice and soy sauce that I'm going to apply right now. Now, you ready for this? This is a very delicate procedure and must be done in the correct proportions to ensure that the rice is effectively covered in the sauce without overstimulating your taste buds to an excessive extent. Now, it looks like I've covered it pretty well, but you have to remember that there are multiple layers to the balls of rice, so I'm going to insert another serving of soy sauce into the rice that I can then mix in, ensuring that I get a good solid mix all around. Now, it's a very delicate procedure to stir the rice carefully, ensuring that the soy sauce goes to both the tops and the bottoms, as you don't want to overdo it in one bite. I seem to have done a fairly good job of it. Now we're going to have to see whether or not this is worth mentioning taste-wise. It's from a restaurant entitled the Lotus Express. It's acceptable. I wouldn't necessarily describe it as gourmet cuisine, but it's better than, you know, kangaroo dung or something.
Well, we are here in a maternity store because
Maria's pregnant.
Motherhood, yes.
we're gonna shop in the sale rack because this baby is going to be expensive.
As you can see behind me, there's the iconic Space Needle, the most pointless fucking building ever made. Right now, it doesn't actually serve any function. There's a restaurant at the top, and you have to ride an elevator. You have to pay like $40 to stand in line for an hour and a half to ride in an elevator to go up to this place and get some food. And granted, it's a great view, but is it really worth all the time and expenditure? And the building serves no practical function either. Like other buildings, the Sears Tower, the Empire State Building, they have you know, for hotels, people live there. They have businesses.
I would like to offer a counter. I would like to offer a counterpoint.
In this building,
as the Earth spins around the globe, the pointed shape is very aerodynamic, allowing our nation and our planet to soar faster into the future.
Ah, yes. Well, there you go. We're soaring faster into the future with the Space Needle. That's another point of what makes it a Space Needle. It doesn't go to space. It's not a rocket ship.
It's closer to space than you'll ever be short.
It's shorter than half of the other buildings in Seattle. Like, you know, if you're like walking from this side of town and you're coming this way, you're not gonna see it till you walk all the way through the bloody fucking city because it's so fucking short that you can't see it over anything else. If it was like, you know, 100 feet tall and like you look up and like, oh, there's a Space Needle, like that would make entirely sense. But no, it's just a dumb little thing over in the corner that you can like walk around the outside of and like, oh look, I'm up high. Well, if I wanted to do that, I could, you know, paratroop or jump off a building or something. You know?
Get a real job in an office building.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Work for a living, you know? That's all I'm saying. It's almost dusk, so our light's fading fast. We can only be forced into our little bungle of civilization to keep us safe for a while outdoors. As you can look over my right shoulder, you can see SeaTac, the Seattle airport. Famous mostly just because it's called SeaTac.
Okay.
That's their slogan.
Lee would make a wonderful Marine. She'd be the very best. What was it? It was, you know, oh yeah, hey, I'm gonna throw a grenade at you. You ready? Here comes, I'm pulling.
Oh, you pulled the pin already.
Pulled the pin already.
Oh, no, do you have the pin? Could you put it back?
I'm sorry, I dropped it.
Oh no, can everyone look around their immediate areas?
For the record, I'm not stupid.
I've got a live grenade in mine. It's gonna go off any second now. Really, you might as well just throw it out. Really, where? Should I go that way? Oh no, there's a house over there.
Yeah, why don't we throw it back?
Okay.
Back. Okay.
Just do that.
Over my head.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. There's like a chicken coop. We might hurt the chickens.
Peter is going to have a
Truth, I would never throw a grenade at chickens. That's why I'm not going to be a Marine.
Here we are in Olympia, Washington. Small town.
It's the capital of...
Far away from any form of civilization.
It's actually the capital of Washington. It's funny how they made that a small town.
Like I said, far away from any form of civilization. We're going to be getting back on the bus in just a minute then. Here we have an elusive Shorig monster.
And we can see over here, that communication device. That is their only known communication to the outside world.
The only means of communicating
That is how they get news.
with the others. Otherwise, they're very closed off people. They really don't know anything about other cultures.
All right, that's it then for now. See you on the flip side. Alright folks, well, we've made it back to Portland. As you can see, there's the bell tower going over Union Station. Hopefully we'll be home sometime in the near future, but until then, this is Jack Human signing off.